I knew at 16 I was going to be a midwife. I barely knew what it was. I barely knew how you made a baby, but I knew I wanted to be a midwife. I've been doing this now since 1979, so 40 years hence, I've yet to come across a day where I've said, no, I don't want to do it anymore. You're running 2 rooms or 1 room? You have 2 rooms, okay. Let me pull this up for you. There you go. Just lay you back. Don't rush.
It's mostly help getting up that I need.
For me, it's personal because I see how healing a positive birth experience can be for women. I see how empowering it can be in terms of women's growth and development. And I feel that that is a gift to humanity. I trained as a midwife in the late 1970s in the United Kingdom. I was born and raised there. But I immigrated to the United States in 1989. Over the course of the first few years of my time in America, I realized that not only were there no midwives, but that maternity care is managed so differently to the rest of the world. The American situation is that they are the most developed nation in the world, but also the highest for maternal mortality and for maternal morbidity. In a country where we spend the most money on maternity care, where the healthcare industry is $1 billion industry, where we have the resources, we have the technology, we have all of the accoutrements that you would need to have healthy, safe birth outcomes, we don't have that. One of the things that we don't really talk about a lot, but happens a lot, especially in the first trimester, and that's when you guys are going to be actually doing your first pelvic exam on your patient. The most horrifying thing for me as someone from another country where health is a human right, where health access is normal, to come to the United States and find out that there are certain women who actually don't get into that system either. They don't even get access because they don't have insurance and they don't have money. If you fall on either side of that, you're kind of out on your own. They can literally be told, go away. The original intention of the nonprofit side of our work was to make sure that no one was turned away. We found that the only way to get that done was to not have a barrier, not to say, well, you don't belong or you can't come. The glucose. Okay. All right. So she's going to finish with you, and then we see you every week now.
Yeah, I know.
So on Wednesdays, every week, we offer 2 clinics that are to really support and serve the populations of women that speak Spanish in our area and Portuguese. When do you get most of the kicks? Nighttime?
Quando que mexe mais?
De manhã. In the morning. Wow. The purpose of both of these clinics are to create access points because that's where the problem is. There is no access to culturally congruent care. There is no access to any care if you're uninsured. And the majority of women on the Wednesday clinics are uninsured, or if they do have insurance, they are not able to find providers who will take that insurance. Very smart. Good job. Good job. All day, every day, either on the phone or at the front desk, women respond with, oh my gosh, you mean I can get an appointment? What? You're going to really see me? No, I don't have my insurance yet. What? How much is it going to cost? Like these questions and this incredulous disbelief that, whew, finally I can take a breath, I can calm down, I can relax. Are you for real? In the transaction of saying, yes, you're welcome, come on, we'll help, we'll troubleshoot with you, we'll find a way, we have a second transaction that happens on an emotional level, and that's trust. All right, so I think at this point we're sort of just like, hold on. We have mothers who are going to disclose at the very beginning, you know, I'm in a bit of a situation, maybe I'm still using drugs, maybe I have issues, I have concerns, I have immigration status, all of these things that are so personal and are so overwhelmingly scary, where you're left living in fear because of those things, they don't matter anymore. If you want to hook him way over, that's okay too. A woman having a baby 25 years ago was safer in America than she is today. And the disparities, the difference between outcomes for Black and white women were quite stark. 3 to 4 times as many Black women succumbed during their pregnancy, their birth or postpartum. They are either having what we call near-miss events, meaning they nearly died, or they're actually dying. Okay, and then she can use Tylenol. As a black woman, I take it personally. I think it's what drives me. I'm working hard from that perspective because what we're up against here is not what we think we're up against. We consider, it's the race of the woman that is a risk factor. No, it's racism. That's the risk factor.
Good morning and welcome to Community Connection on Star 94.5. I'm Monica May. Ladies and gentlemen, please say good morning to Jennie Joseph.
We have a problem. We have a structural problem. We have a medical system that says that if you are marginalized, if you are other, you are not going to get the same type of care as everybody else. That's serious, and it's a big allegation to make, but I'm going to make it because it's about saving lives. We operate our organization, Commonsense Childbirth, from the premise that we're here to save your life through using common sense. So first and foremost is that you have a choice of where you are and who supports you. So think about that when you're picking your OB/GYN or you're picking your midwife or you're picking your doula. You have a choice. And it's important that you realize the power of that choice. And when you do have that right team with you, you are safe. Mm-hmm. You're going to be fine. You're going to come through it. Your baby's going to be okay. And so in the absence of that, we've got to be careful. So when I see things going on locally where we're losing opportunities for people to find prenatal providers, we're actually less now. We have less obstetricians delivering, less clinics open to the women in the area. Women are struggling. I'm seeing women show up at my office who are desperate. What do we really care about mothers, about women, even about babies? If I were not here, I would not believe it, honestly. They're going to do your cultures as well today, get everything checked so you're in that home stretch. Oh, I want to keep belly. That is so beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Maternal health, or I would say really maternal justice, just like reproductive justice, is part of human rights. It is human rights. Is it a boy? It's a boy. Yes. Oh, he's so strong. Listen. Good. I really feel that, we have, and we continue to do a deep disservice to women and to mothers, to babies, to families, to our communities. We cannot have gender equality without addressing this human rights violation. We can't get to equity. It just can't happen without us addressing this.